I think you've all probably saw by now, but there's been a real U-turn from Mojang where they've gone from updating Minecraft Java Edition basically every single week with very content-rich snapshots to now completely flipping that on its head, where now it shows and appears to the Minecraft community that Mojang are clearly focusing more on Minecraft Bedrock Edition. That is why in this video I'm going to be talking about the statement the new Caves and Cliffs update will be better on Bedrock, because this is something that means a lot to the community right now and I've saw a lot of people talking about it. So if you do go on to enjoy the video, be sure to drop it a like and subscribe if you are new around here for daily Minecraft videos. But without wasting any more time, let's get right into it. So let's begin with a bit of backstory. If you've not saw what has happened at all or anything that's been going on, basically a few weeks ago, before the update got split into two and delayed, Mojang were, just going along as business as usual, continuously updating Java Edition, bringing a bunch of new snapshots and, bringing us a few betas here and there. Things were going pretty well until boom, the update got split up into two and the snapshots got through completely everywhere. Now do not get me wrong, Mojang is still releasing snapshots and things are going pretty well, but when us Java players just look across to the Bedrock side, we cannot help but notice it seems like there's a clear shifter's focus going over to Bedrock Edition, and it's not just me that's noticed this, a lot of other people have noticed this, and I've saw a lot of people actually getting pretty angry about this, but I think that this is just momentary. Maybe this is just something to do with the delay in the update split. Maybe Mojang realised Bedrock was behind, so now they're shifting focus to focus on Bedrock and help it out a little bit. But Bedrock has been getting a bunch of features to help it catch up with Java Edition, and not only that, but it has got so many incredible features that right now I would argue the best way to experience the Caves and Cliffs update is on Bedrock Edition, not only because it has got a bunch of the features, for example Amethyst and the Spyglass and a bunch of other stuff like that, but it's also not only got the caves which have been taken out of Java Edition where you have to use a data pack to get access to them, but Bedrock Edition also has the mountains. Now this confuses me quite a bit to see this shift, where I always thought that the Bedrock side had a bit of an advantage, because I know Java had the caves and everything, and that's all well and good, but just looking at the Bedrock players exploring these amazing new mountains always had me a bit jealous, because my preferred version is Java and I don't really cross over to Bedrock too much, so I was just awaiting those features to come over to Java. But if we look at the condition of Java Edition now, it has been stripped of every good feature it had. I know it's got the blocks and everything and the mobs, and that's all well and good, but the caves are gone. You can only get access to them with a data pack. If you create up a fresh snapshot and you create a world in that fresh snapshot, the latest one, you will have the generic world gen, the 1.16 world gen, and the 1.16 ore deposits. I know that's recently been changed and that's going to be fixed in a snapshot, but if you look over to the Bedrock side, it just looks a lot more complete, and that is why I've saw a lot of people saying the new Caves and Cliffs update will be better on Bedrock. Now that does not necessarily make quite a lot of sense, but let's take a moment to look into why people believe this. Now there's genuinely a lot of people out there that believe that the only reason there's so many cool features on Bedrock, and the reason it's so cool and it's got unique cave biomes and all of this unique stuff, is actually because of the coding. That's right, people believe that because of Java and Bedrock being in different languages, like coding languages, that people are actually thinking that it's a lot more difficult to do on Java, and I do not know much about it, but I really do not think that's a reason. But there's honestly a lot of people out there that believe that the reason for the delay is because Mojang are panicking that they cannot recreate what they did on Bedrock on Java as easily, and that would make a bit of sense, but I do not really know enough about it, so I'm not going to talk about it. But if I just give my opinion on it, to be honest, I just think it's fine. We just have to be patient. We've saw this before where Java's got a bunch of features and Bedrock players have been jealous, and then Bedrock's got a bunch and Java players have been better. But it's quite worrying to see, like, you know, maybe one week we get a snapshot and then it's got a few new textures, then next week we get a snapshot and it's got a few generation changes, and then we look at Bedrock and it's getting like mountains, caves. There's people doing videos about these epic new snowy ice cave biome things. It's actually crazy. So I understand people saying they're annoyed at Mojang and that they feel like they've been betrayed a bit, where they're focusing on the betas rather than the snapshots, but do not worry, this is just gonna pass in a few weeks, I bet you all that. Just keep your eyes out though, because if this continues, this could be a really good sign of some things that are happening, and not only for the Caves and Cliffs update, but for things like parity. Maybe if Mojang is showing a focus on Bedrock Edition, maybe that means they're going to focus on parity or some of the features. But honestly, I think that no matter what, Java and Bedrock will be fine, trust me. They will finish up as the exact same version. For all of those people saying that Mojang are not focusing on Java now and that they prefer Bedrock or some weird stuff like this, I've saw a lot of people saying just don't worry at all, it'll be fine. Mojang are just shifting their focus a little bit, and I bet that in a few weeks people will be switching the roles, saying that Mojang are focusing on Java. So yeah, you can never really worry about these things, just do not worry about it, everyone. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, everyone. If you did, be sure to drop a like on it and subscribe for daily Minecraft videos, and let me know what you think. If you play Bedrock, have you played the beta, and do you feel like Mojang are leaving Java behind? Honestly, I'm just doing this video just to address it, but I think that side of the argument is completely ridiculous. People saying that Mojang do not care about Java, it's just completely silly. But I do understand that maybe, you know, some groups of the audience would think that, and I understand why, maybe if you've never saw this happen before. But we do have to agree on one thing: Mojang are really showing a lot of attention to Bedrock Edition, and I think that's really cool because we've never really seen that before. I'm covering all the latest and greatest Minecraft news and information here on the channel, and I always do these fun community posts every single day for you to interact with and have a bit of fun. But yeah, that's it for this one, and goodbye.